Hi everyone, I'm Snow Lilac, and I'm back with another Alchemy Stars video. This is the next part of my team building guide. You could watch part 1 of my series where I go over team compositions in the link above. In this video, I'm going to be going over premium skills and abilities that will be helpful to you overall with all game content. The story, events, Spire, Elysium, etc. So let's get started. First, let's talk about DPS type units. I think it goes without saying you need power to beat stages, especially since there's turn limitations in Alchemy Stars. DPS type units are typically labeled as detonators and snipers, but other units can also deal high damage as well. DPS units have high damage output due to having a high attack stat at around 3000 or more when they are Ascension 3 level 1. And their attack power will increase when they reach level 80, max out their equipment, and max out their affinity. Some units will also get a boost to their damage through breakthroughs. The active skills of DPS units do around 300% or more damage, and their chain combos do 160% to 180% damage. Units like Regal and Arya are also DPS units, even though their active skills don't deal damage. Instead, their active skills give them an attack increase, which allows them to increase their damage output for all attacks, making them useful for situations where you require burst damage, particularly against bosses. DPS units serve as a core basis of your team. Their damage output allows you to easily take out smaller enemies and make a big dent in the health of boss-type units. Depending on the situation, you can use one or more DPS units to guarantee you have enough attack power to take out enemies fast and complete stages within the allotted turns to 3-star stages or to just complete stages. Another important consideration when discussing DPS units are units with damage over time skills like bleed, burn, and poison. These are skills that deal percent HP damage to enemies. In the case of bleed, damage is dealt per round equal to 2% of the enemy's lost health. You can stack up to 5 bleeds on an enemy. Characters like Victoria, Nails, and Pasolo have bleed skills in their kit as a chain combo, active skill, or equipment skill. In the case of burn, damage is dealt per round equal to 1.5% of the enemy's current HP. You could stack up to 5 burns on an enemy. Characters like Uriel, Leona, Taki, Joni Boom, and Sork and Beck have burn skills in their kit as a chain combo, active skill, or equipment skill. Lastly is poison, which deals damage per round equal to 1% of the enemy's max HP. You could stack up to 5 poisons on an enemy. Characters like Odie, Jola, Lester, and Clover have poison in their skill kit as a chain combo, active skill, and/or equipment skill. Overall, HP scaling debuffs like poison, bleeds, and burns are a good way to add damage passively along with your typical DPS type units, especially when dealing with tanky, highly defensive, high HP enemies and bosses. Another way to increase your team's damage output is through skills that decrease the defense of enemies. Characters like Sinsa, Lilium, Chloe, and Korgon have defense decreasing skills. These type of skills decrease the defense of the enemy by a percent either through direct damage dealt to the enemy, by knocking enemies back, or by stacking debuffs on the enemy. Decreasing the enemy's defense helps increase your team's damage output by allowing all of your units to deal more damage, which helps you with defeating enemies fast and decreasing the amount of turns it takes to beat a stage. Some units also have defense penetration style skills that ignore the enemy's defense, enabling those characters to deal raw damage or increased damage to enemies. A good amount of characters have skills that ignore defense. 6-star characters like Icy, Smokey, Beryl, Victoria, and Sharon. 5-star units like Hydrid, Cascada, and Sicare. And characters 4-star and lower like Rabby, Nails, Tessa, and Silva. Defense penetration skills are provided by equipment and active skills. These skills can penetrate defense by a percent up to 100%, completely ignoring the enemy's defense. The triggers for defense ignoring skills vary. The defense ignoring damage can be based on a percent of the character's attack or HP, a damage percent type of skill, if only one character is in range, percent of the HP sacrificed by the character, if the character is in a specific status, if a character plays items on the field, or consumes some kind of mark. Defense ignoring skills help to mitigate enemies and bosses' defensive capabilities, allowing characters with those skills to deal direct, counter, or passive damage. In other words, defense ignoring skills can help add to the DPS output of your team. The next skills I want to talk about are double chain combo skills. Characters like Istvan, Louise, and Hydrid have these skills. When used, these active skills allow chain combos to trigger twice in that round, with the second trigger having increased damage equal to 70% of the skill activator's attack. This gets upgraded to 85% when the character is Ascension 3. The skills do have a 4-turn cooldown, but that can be reduced to 3 at max breakthrough, and can be made into a preemptive strike at the second breakthrough. Double chain combo skills are valuable for increasing the damage output of your entire team, and work great alongside strong DPS units and multiple converters to secure large combo counts to maximize your team's overall damage potential. As you can see, there are a number of ways to get damage out of your team through raw damage from a DPS, defense decrease and penetration skills, passively using HP percent damaging debuffs, using double chain combo skills, and more than likely a combination of all of those. Of course, there are supportive skills that also impact and enhance your team's damage output, like teleport skills, which are valuable for repositioning your team. Provides you with extra opportunities to deal damage, and in some cases, provides you with an opportunity to convert tiles. Conversion skills are probably one of the most important supportive skills in Alchemy Stars. Conversion skills help with enhancing your team's mobility on the battlefield, so you can reach and attack enemies. It also makes it a lot easier to get large combo counts, and ultimately helps you with your team's overall damage potential. And lastly, your healing abilities, which are valuable for sustain, especially in prolonged battles with a lot of waves, high damage dealing bosses, and defense style stages where you need to survive a certain number of turns. I plan to make videos discussing the different types of teleporters, converters, and healers in more depth as part of my team building series. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to see more videos like this one, so you don't miss out on any videos. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.